Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Ria Singh, technical analyst, currencies joining in. Ria, welcome to the show. Ria, basis the outcome that has come in from the Fed as well, what's the sense that you pick up, especially with regards to where the dollar index is concerned? Because clearly they have indicated that in terms of the buying $60 billion of bonds is each month starting from January. And this is half the level prior to the November taper and $30 billion less than it had been buying in December. And with this, if you see in terms of the projections as well, they indicate that there could be as many as three rate hikes in 2022, with two in the following year and two more in 2024. This has been pretty much on expected lines. How has the dollar been impacted and what's the move are you seeing?
Well, Hiral, like you said, the this move was, quite getting anticipated because of, just a short meet and statement that the Fed released, quite before the meet as to how they were seeing the inflation. And now, if you look at the Fed statements, they have been quite hawkish. Like you said, the tapering of the assets, the quantum of the tapering of the assets that they will be doing, and then the rate hike that they had talked about in the meet starting from the next year itself. So before this meet, there was not much talk of, the rate hike as a topic altogether. There was a talk, they were talking about the inflation, whatever the perspective that they were seeing before, and then where the employment numbers will be going and what aid that the economy will be needing and so forth. So this is I think the first time that they have been quite hawkish about the Fed rate, the rate hike, and have provided a clear statement onto it. So we can definitely see some, uh, not like the rally that we have seen quite in the dollar index right now. I think it had already factored in the tapering assets part. So some relaxation might come in, but obviously once the Fed starts with the tapering of the quantum of the tapering that they had talked about, again, the dollar index could head towards the 98, 99 levels, because three rate hikes in the next financial year, it will be a huge, step. And of course, the quite strong hawkish tone that they have set will definitely aid into the dollar strength. So I think dollar will be garnering a more bullish tone in the coming months. There could be some relaxation that could happen on the short term, because we did see it, taking a step back after the Fed statement release. It has corrected a bit from 96.92 to trading at 96.21. So I think there is some, the aftermath of the event getting over that is happening, but it will definitely pick up again once the tapering of the assets starts happening. And of course, after the first rate hike. So we are seeing it on a short to medium term, anywhere going around 97.75, 98.75. And if the stringent happens, it will continue. It might even test 99 levels on the higher side.
Right, so that's with regards to where the dollar goes. Simultaneously, you're seeing weakness coming in the Indian rupee as well. So, do you think this is temporary or this is something that is expected to continue?
I think this is in all the emerging market currencies that they have gone weaker against the dollar because of the whole quantum of anticipation that was there around the Fed meet. So I think after that has happened, we have seen the same response, profit taking into the Indian rupee as well. Whether it will continue, I think a lot will depend on how the RBI will step into the weakness of the rupee, because there is even even our central bank is working towards getting the liquidation out, the liquid kind of the liquidity that is there into the economy and the banking system. So they are working towards eliminating that also. So they have already, from August, we are seeing quite a action towards that. And then again, there is a schedule that they have released, that they'll be continuing with the same on December 17, and around 1.6 billion rupees into the bond. So there is a lot of liquidity elimination that will be happening from our central bank as well. And I think the second thing will be how the inflation will act in the coming months. And third, and the most important, is how the only crone variant will, dent the sentiment. Because if you see on the other parts, it has already started quite a surge into the numbers. So how these three will impact the, the Indian rupee. But overall, I think the bearish leg should hold off around 76, 75. And we can see some correction that could happen into the intraday sessions around 75.90, 75 50, around those levels. I think it should come back in order to get, in order to again factor in the rate hikes and the most anticipated uh, even the RBI actions as well. So I think it should once come around 75.90, 75.75 in order to continue with the bullish leg. So a short bearish or a short appreciative leg should come in, because obviously the FIIs will be pouring in the money, take into consideration the kind of IPOs that have been happening. So I think there should be a short cool off into the depreciation part, and then again it will continue. But obviously somewhere around 75, 90, 75, 50, it should test.
Right. And what's your view in terms of the euro and the pound?
Uh, these two, there is a ECB and the VOE policy rate as well that will be coming around. As far as pound goes, I think it will struggle, because there is already recorded death because of the new variant, and there has been quite a surge into the COVID numbers as well. So if you look at the statement released, by the PM Boris Johnson, as well as the health department there, so they are quite. They have stressed that you know and they have emphasized quite a bit to take precautions on that part, because obviously if the numbers again surge, there could be a there could be lockdown that can happen. Though Prime Minister has said that they are working quite against it and balancing the whole surge. But obviously, the statement regarding this surge in the policymakers' statement will affect quite a bit and will set the tone of the pound. But I think in one or two sessions, you can see pound and euro coming up a bit, because there could be a relaxation in the dollar index. And after that, I think once the dollar gains power and the numbers come in from the UK and the eurozone all together, we can again see pound and the euro coming under stress on a shorter term.
Okay. And very lastly, Ria, what are the strategies that you would recommend?
The strategies that one can go for is, so 76.10 will be a very crucial level for the USD INR futures of the current expiry, monthly expiry. So look for a breakdown of 76.10 to go short into the USD INR for the level of 75, 90, 75, 85. Keep a very strict level at 76.30 when this breakdown happens. Secondly, you can go long into the GBP INR and Euro INR, because I think there could be some strength that will come in the international pair. So that will be reflected into the domestic pair. So go long above 86.28 for a target of 86.40. Keep a strict SL at 86.15. In the Euro INR. For the Pound INR, go long above the level of 101. 0.35 for a target of 101.55. Keep a strict SL at 101.17.
Hmm. All right. So these are strategies that one should be looking at as well with regards to where the currency market as a whole goes. Thank you, participants. Thank you, Ria, for joining in.
Thank you, Yuri.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.